Hello everybody, this is Excalibur of Excalibur's on Gaming, and welcome to another IGLPR. This time we are doing Planet Smashers Incorporated by Galaxy Buster. I got a copy of the game for free when the dev posted that they had put this out there. So I decided I'd take a look and see what the game was about, and this is the look. Well, let's talk about the IGLPR. The IGLPR is for the dev only. It is mainly made to show the dev what a person who does not know anything about the game does when they first play the game. So I'm playing the game without looking at any instructions, any notes or anything like that. I'm looking at the game through the eyes of a computer scientist. I've done Masters and PhD in computer science. Most of my PhD anyway. I never defended my dissertation, but it was all in user interface and distributed computing, that kind of stuff. So I've got quite a bit of experience running usability tests and stuff like that. We did some usability testing with some software I worked on when I was in college. Anyway, this is sort of like a usability test. I'm doing a first play, blind play, so that's what this whole thing is about. I'm doing a blind play, and we're going to see what I find to be non-intuitive about the interface and stuff like that, and do a general review as we play the game over the next 20 to 30 minutes. Could go longer, could be shorter than 30 minutes. It's going to be at least 20 minutes, and it could go up to an hour, hour and a half if it is complex enough. But the main thing that we're going to be doing here is playing a game, critiquing the game interface and elements and stuff like that. And then at the end, we're going to give a rating of 1 to 5 and half-star increments. And that rating is going to be about how much I had fun, how much fun I had in the game, whether I'd play the game again, and if I would recommend the game to others. So it has nothing to do with technical merit, with graphics, with sound, or anything. So we are going to do our best to go in and play. So I've never played this before. I don't know the controls, and it looks like it is mouse. Let's click on About. You're an employee of Planet Smashers Incorporated. Your job is to destroy planets for us. In return, you get to feel young again. To destroy a planet, you must reach the core. Destroying one of these blocks results in the planet's rapid destruction. Along the way, be sure to collect resources. This is how we make money, not you. Some blocks are traps. Traps will set off when they are exposed to air. Some are disguised. To ensure that you work for us promptly, you're given 1 minute to destroy each planet. Okay, hold your mouse button to charge. Release to spin. Use WASD to guide your spin. People who use WASD as the default control system do not know how to type. And I'm going to say this, there had better be a key config option in the game. If not, you need to add one if you want your game to have any type of usability at all. After you destroy your assigned planet, you will be allowed to spend some of the profit you earn for us on upgrades that will make your job easier. Dying at work is frowned upon and will result in immediate firing. Planet Smashers. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to work. I blurk agree to follow all rules, regulations, sign. Continue. What? I guess I have to type in Excalibur. Alright, so I guess we do this. We can't go down. And we do this. And okay. Can we kill that? Nope. This is really loud. We're gonna get through this. Okay. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna stop it now. Oh boy, we're gonna stop it. Pow. I'm gonna put it up to 1%. Alright. We're gonna see if there's an options available. Let's hit escape. Did you know no animals are harmed? Funds. Okay, we can buy something. Click and upgrade to find more info. 777. Yeah, we don't have enough yebin. We'll go ahead and buy that. So there we go. Purchased. And skip. Hitting escape kills the game. Okay, so we're reloading this up. Okay, we're going to skip the intro. Alright, now, number one thing here is you need to have an options menu. The game needs one. It needs a key config so that I can get rid of the WASD, because I don't think WASD. I think cursor keys. Up, down, left, right. See how intelligent that is? If all you're using is the mouse and movement with up, down, left, right, then maybe up, down, left, right is the way to go. Okay, you need to add an options menu because hitting escape normally brings up a menu. And in this case, it quit the program. Alright, yeah, well, okay, escape to program. I understand. WASD is not a good control scheme. Never has been, never will be. I don't care if 20 bajillion first-person shooters out there use it. It is not a good control scheme. Especially if you're dealing with somebody with left-handedness, because they use the keyboard with their right hand and the mouse with their left. In general. Though some people probably train themselves to use right-handed mice and stuff like that, it is not ideal. You need to provide a method for us to turn music off and sound off, or at least turn it down, actually, or at least turn it off at the very, very, very least. That's the big thing there. The game itself, it's interesting, I guess. Let's get back to work and type in a name. You need to save the name between games, because having to type your name in every time you play the game is kind of silly. So here we go. I'm pushing down. We're going to charge. Go down. There we go. Looks like I can go through green pretty easily. Wait, I'm using... I guess you move your guy up, down, left, and right. There you go. That's what the WASD does. You can use your mouse to direct it. So let's go down and get down to the bottom, where we're going to go ahead and get to the core as quickly as we can. And there it is. Pachow. Yeah, there we go. Let's click to continue. We're going to grab that and buy it. Decreased charge time and skip the rest. Now we're at planet Yabba-Dabba-Doo-Ba-Doo. It would be really cool if you had controllers. There we go. Let me go down. And now we should be able to just zip through to the core. Let's go this way. And we got it before the trap went off. Okay, so we got through pretty quick. 3,000 yen profit. Alright, final score. Okay, click to continue. We have 4,800 yen. That is 1,800. That is 5,000, and that's 7,500. We're going to buy that one again. Alright. we go. This sort of reminds me of Yar's Revenge from the PS3. Not PS3, from the Atari, from way back in the day. Way back in the day. There we go. Oh. Alright. Planet, keep a 9. We got a pretty high score. 2,100 yen. Yep, let's kick to continue. 5,100. We can now buy this. What's this? Spin longer to destroy more stuff. We're going to buy that. And then, instead of skip, you should have continue. Alright, so let's... Oh yeah, that's a lot better. We can destroy more stuff. And it looks like these blue things are rocks. Okay, we keep hitting these rocks there. There we go. Straight down, come on. We're almost there. There we go. That's a little bit better. We're trying to get up to that 7,500 here, but we don't have enough for that. That's 6,000. We're gonna go ahead and buy that to get it better. Planet Papoose, huh? So there we go. We're gonna zip on down through this way and see what we can do. I don't know what those white things are. No, we're just gonna keep going. We got traps and stuff like that. There we go. We got a 3,600 yen. Okay. That is still 75. And we're going to buy that to get more resources because we like spinning as long as we can. There we go. And we're going to do a zigzag and see if that works. There we go. I don't even know where it shows if we have any, whatchamacallit, any life or anything like that. Alright, whoop. There we go. Well, we got that pretty quick. We got a time bonus of 33 times 4,200. Okay, so, and we got 4,200. We're just gonna skip and keep going. Planet Poshi Hoshi Hoshu Shoosh. And, ooh. Oh, you're fired. Now it looks like I got fired. Click to see the scores. And of course, I'm nowhere near the 2 million mark. So let's go through. We're going to play again. There we go. Looks like it's remembered me now. And we're going to try and get as much of this resource stuff as possible. Oh, it looks like we've reverted back to normal on this hard level. So we've got some time. We're going to get some of this resources. I don't know if these are resources though. There we go. Yeah, it's 5,000 for that. Yeah, we have to start over from scratch. Planet Jingle, whatever the name is, I don't know. Okay, so the white particles are hidden traps. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we've got 47. Let's just skip and go on. We're gonna go down like this and try and get as many of these I don't know if these are resources. We're just going to go straight down. I think hitting these are resources, but they can't be destroyed. I'm going to have to take a look at the about again and see what's going on. Overall, the game is kind of interesting. I could play it a little bit more. And I can see why my stuff wasn't saved, because that character was fired. We've got 82s. Let's grab this 777. Whoop, and then continue. So we have a chance of extracting double the resources now. And I want to go and get the whatchamacallit, the spinning. The graphics here, I mean, they're primitive. They could easily have been something done on a Commodore 64 or even an Atari. It's very retro looking. Reminds me a bit of there are a couple of games that this reminds me of, like Yar's Revenge on the Atari. That's 5, that's 18, so there we go. But for the most part, there is a lot of stuff here that reminds me of back in the old retro game days there. So here we go. Yep. Boom. There we go. So we're at 500,000. We need 5,000. And we're just going to keep going. It looks like these planets are getting more and more unstable. And there's a trap right there. And I just got fired. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah. At the job. Must reach the core, so that's a core. Collect resources. Traps. Hold your mouse button to charge. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the blue ones are just indestructibles. That's fine. And these blue ones are resources. The green ones might just be dirt or something. So we'll just keep collecting these resources. So I think I'm starting to understand that a little bit. Alright, so we got 36. We're going to get the time upgrade. And we're going to go down through all this blue here. And collect as much of that as we can on our way down. We're going to let some of these traps go off. Wait for them to stop, and then we're going to go. There we go. This is a lot here. There we are. So 4,500 yen profit. This means we get the spin upgrade to allow us to destroy more, which is a boon here, because then we can get more stuff. Now we need to get more of the whatchamacallit, yep, we made it through. 6,300. We're going to get the spin again so that we break even more stuff, because the length of time we spin is increased quite a bit. It's a pretty simple game. You just break the blue blocks for money, and you just work your way down toward the center of the planet, avoiding the traps if you can, or use the traps to your advantage. And look at that, I got 6,000 right off of that. And we're going to grab the charge time is going to be decreased more and more, so that we can go ahead and just zip around left and right, up and down, and destroy more planets as quickly as we can. I have a feeling that some of these planets are going to be really difficult to destroy as we get farther and farther along. There we go. Now with 9,500 we can get this again. There we go. Now we should get chances to get more. Ooh, it looks like I found a side bug. Here we go. Whoa. And I clicked accidentally, so we're going to buy that and have even faster charge up times. So there we go. And I'm just holding down my mouse button as soon as I let go to start the charge up again as quickly as I can. Oh boy. Hired by a backwards corporation, destroy the planets of the Uni has stopped working. A problem caused the program to stop working correctly. Windows will cause the program, close the program, and notify you if a solution is available. So it looks like we crashed because there was a issue there. Let's go ahead and close it. Okay. So we are back. We're back. And I'm going to say that this is a pretty decent little game. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 in terms of fun, whether I'd play it again, and whether I'd pass along to friends. We found a couple of bugs here and there, but I don't know if the dev is really interested in fixing those bugs or making the game better or improving it or anything. I think I was put out there just to say, hey, I made this game, but I don't know. I'm going to put this IGLPR up and we'll see what the dev says. In terms of the technical aspects of the game overall, I think I found quite a few bugs there, at least 2. One where I just zipped down the side of the board, and the other one where I crashed right at the end of that last run. Also, there's some minor issue here. We need options to turn the volume down or off, and turn sound effects down or off. We need to be able to change key config so that we can get rid of WASD and go with a more intelligent design, which is a layout designed by the player themselves, because the player needs to be able to control it in the most comfortable way possible. Any and every game that anybody ever publishes should have a key mapping functionality and allow the player to set up controls the way the player wants. Just because you use a game a certain way does not mean that everybody in the world uses the game the same way. For instance, I would love to open this up with the hex editor, find the control area, and change it if it's hard-coded. If it's in an obscure config file, I'm going to give you a virtual slap across the face and say, put it in the game, not in a config file. There. But overall, the game was pretty nifty. You don't even need to use the cursor keys. Now, I never even tried using a controller. Let's see something. Does it work? Does it work? No. So you might want to consider putting controller capabilities in there as well, because this would be perfect for a gamepad. And yeah, you have to type in your name again. I wish when you hit on click to continue, it saved the player name. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and play some more because, well, I'm actually enjoying playing through this. I might upgrade. Ooh, I didn't die from that trap. So we're going to try and get down to the bottom, of course, as quickly as possible. There we go. Alright, now we're towards the bottom. We can go through and get all those. Increase our... Oop. it would be cool also if you saw where your purchases showed up. That would be really, really nifty. Um, and I would like to see some upgraded graphics, though they don't really need it. Upgraded graphics would be pretty cool. You could easily set up a nice sprite system. Sprite sheet or something like that for the dude. And have a wonderful time giving us some really nice graphics. So we're going to go ahead and increase the rotation, because the spinning speed is important here. The more you spin, or the longer you spin, the more stuff you can destroy. And see here, I'm stuck on the edge of the screen, and now we've got the blocks there giving us errors. I'm going to see if the double crash works here too. Nope, the double explosion didn't do anything. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got quite a bit. And it's almost enough to get this thing, but we're going to increase again. And we're just going to do this other playthrough here real quick. Well, not really quick, you know what I mean. We're going to be playing and seeing just how well we do. Woo! Now, games Yar's Revenge, look it up. It's a pretty. It's one of my favorite Atari games of all time. You're this bug and you're just eating this shield that's protecting this massive computer thing. And that's 7,200 now. We'll buy that. And it's a pretty fun little game, and this sort of reminds me of it. It's not quite the same. I'm really enjoying the physics that you've got going on here with how the guy bounces around and everything like that. I would like to see some sort of hit point like system so that you know when your dude is dead or whatnot. So now we can get this and keep going. We want to get the thing to increase our chances of getting resources, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. The more resources you get, the more power-ups you can get, the more power-ups you can get, the better the chances of you surviving are. The better your chances of surviving are. There we go. And look at that. I'm in the millions. So we've got 62... That's 72, that's 26, and that's 9. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to click there and buy it again. And we don't have enough, so we're going to keep going. So here we go. We're going to grab as many of these resources as we can. The recharge time is super fast. Now look at that. And look at that profit we got. So we're now at 8,000. To get this, it's 9,000. But to get this, it's 72. So we can get it for even more spinning. And keep going. Here we go. Super spin, 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 spin. Recharge spin, go, bounce, bounce, spin, bounce. That's pretty much how you're doing it. This is also sort of reminding me of Breakout or Arkanoid. I think that would be kind of fun with that kind of theme going on. There we go. Oh, look at all these resources. Let's just bounce back and forth a bit. One thing that would be cool is if you had some sort of indigenous life forms that were on the planets and you had to avoid them. I know there's traps, but maybe there's colonists or something like that that are trying to stop you too, and you start shooting or some other thing. And it's probably not needed. The traps are more than enough, though maybe more traps, more insidious traps. Okay, here we go. We got a few. There we are. We got 9,600 that time. Look at that. Let's see here. That is now 10,008. We're going to buy that to get even more spinning, collecting, bouncing stuff going on. Look at that. And it's a liability as well, because if we're bouncing so much, we might not have the control to keep going and survive any explosions. There we go. Oh, look at this. All these traps. Wow. All the traps. We only got 6,000 that time. That's 10,000. We'll buy that. Buy that. Oh, wow. Buy that. We have 1 million. Oh. That might be a graphical glitch. So I guess we only have 1,000. Let's see here. How can we do this? Let's just keep going and going and going. Destroy as many planets as we can. We have a minute to destroy each planet, which means we've got a minute to gather as many resources as we can. Oh, we got 7,400 that time. Now we're back up to 8,000. 10,000 for that. 4,000 for that. 10,000. We'll buy that one. Get faster and faster at the recharging, and we just end up becoming a ball that's just constantly bouncing around. Boom. Straight down. There we go. This way. That way. Yeah, I have not used the keyboard control at all. The fact that I can aim and go wherever I want to is awesome. And I destroyed from the bottom up instead of on the side, so that was another glitch. 5,300, so we don't have enough. We're just gonna, oh, there we go. There's that, and we can't buy any more. So I really like the fact that to buy the power-ups, it's getting more and more expensive. And you have to wonder how powerful these traps are. Whoop, and then we went up from the bottom. Didn't make much of a profit there, but we can buy that. So here we go. Pows. Pow, peas. So that is definitely a bug where you're going down the side of the screen. It's it's like in Mario when you jump up above the level and you run all the way to the end. I forget exactly which level that is, but I'm sure those of you guys who are retro gamers know exactly what I'm talking about. I wonder if this is Planet Nola Gay. And I am now fired with 3,199,350. And there I am, number 7. I finally got up in the top 10 best workers. And that's it. So I'm going to upgrade this to a 3.5 out of 3. It would definitely go up to a 4 if the issues I'm talking about were removed. And if you added controller support and got rid of having to move. You don't really need to. I didn't move at all. I just controlled where I shot with my mouse. And I think that's more fun of a game than giving your guy the ability to move, because I mean, you could probably set yourself up if you got trapped or something with the movement keys, but you don't really need them. I mean, you just shoot off in the direction you want to go with the mouse. So this has been a pretty interesting little game. Got some editing to do. Got to fix where that crashed and hide off all my stuff that was recorded. But other than that, I'd have to say I had a pretty fun time. So 3.5 out of 5. Not a bad game. Until next time, enjoy playing games. Enjoy playing Planet Smashers Incorporated. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. It really helps me to know what which videos you guys are watching and what you like. And if you'd like to see more of that type of content, if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave a comment down below. And constructive criticism, please. Those of you who are calling me idiots and all that, because I'm giving a blind playthrough of somebody who doesn't read instructions, because I don't read instructions. I jump right in and play in most games, and then I reference the instructions as I go along if I play longer than 5 to 10 minutes. So this is mainly for the devs to see if there's anything weird with their game, to get see somebody play their game for the first time without any help, instruction, or anything, and that allows them to evaluate certain aspects of their game and put in new features, fix features, and stuff like that. I also put in suggestions for features I'd like to see, like controller support, that kind of thing. If you could please visit www.patreon.com/ExcaliburZone and become a patron. Just $1 a month, less than one soda in the U.S. And I'm talking like the 20-ounce bottle that most people drink. It'll help me out a lot. It'll allow me to save up to get myself an Elgato so I can work on recording console games. It'll allow me to get better editing software, like maybe Adobe Premiere or Camtasia Full Pro Studio or something along those lines. It'll also allow me to give more to charity, because I'm trying to get into the giving arena and give more people more money and help people out where I can. And that would be a great help. As always, this is Excalibur, and I am out.